What is going on, everybody? What's going on, y'all? Gonna try to do this. It's gonna be pretty fun. Give me a moment. This could be pretty sick. I think it's Duke UVA today. Yes. Bam. Thumbnail's gonna look real icy. Yeah. Bam. Got the thumbnail up. What's going on, guys? How are y'all? Bam. Got the thumbnail up. What's going on, guys? Jake, I do want to collab again. Let's get to this damn game, shall we? Let's have some fun on here. All right, so got some great people in the chat. Gonna pull up the rosters here. Gonna announce the game. I've always wanted to announce the game just like Entertainer. Zion Williamson. Zion to Barrett for 3. Got it! RJ Barrett from downtown. Duke takes a 22-11 lead. Big shot by RJ Barrett at Little John Coliseum. Virginia hosting Duke. Virginia needs this win to supplement and get a 1 seed. Kyle Guy on the outside with Ty Jerome. Inside goes Hunter. Hunter with a shot, and he got it. 13-22 Duke over Virginia. Friend Central's own DeAndre Hunter, who used to go to my old high school. Very cool. He's playing basketball. He's a junior, and he will be an NBA player. Zion Williamson down low. Zion out to RJ. RJ with a pivot, and RJ will back it up. 10:30 to go here at Little John. Zion spinning, throwing it inside, and it gets stolen by Virginia. Oh, this is fun. Down the lane. Shot and no call. Rebound Duke. Duke to the Zion man. Zion inside, and he gets fouled. Zion Williamson to the 10. Mike Moreno, what is going on there? What is going on, guys? I will address the questions at the half. Got some good people going on here. Just announcing a little Duke, a little UVA. And that's a timeout on the floor. See how that sounded. Just announcing a little Duke, a little UVA. Duke to the Zion man. Zion inside. And he gets fouled. What is good, JMG? How are you, man? RJ Barrett having a damn game today. You should absolutely be watching that, man, on ESPN, but I'm sure you're watching the American Athletic Association. Everybody go subscribe to Mr. Bad Dog. Hey, Bad Dog, please, while you're in the chat, my friend, leave your link to that throwing motion in the description below, and I will get to that, I promise, sir. But, yeah, we should be getting a lot of people into the crib, man. This is going to be a damn good live stream. I'm feeling a good live stream here. But let's pull up the Duke roster, and let's pull up the UVA and the Duke rosters, so we will be good. Roster. I'll say roster. Okay, we got the Duke roster pulled up. And this should be perfect. As long as the numbers are here. Yes, we are perfect. Okay, and then Virginia. I'll pull up their roster too. Okay. We are having a hell of a time out here, guys, and hope y'all Saturdays are going well. And I hope that the buffering is going well. Are the Knicks fans hypocrites? I don't think they are. They're just a poisoned fan base. Ivan Rupi, welcome into the chat, my friend. Colby, sports and gaming. thank you for tuning into the stream. This is actually more of an announcing. This is me announcing, and, you know, maybe some people will dig it. I think it's fun. It's a challenge. It gives something new a Saturday, you know, when you're announcing basketball on a big-time forum. And this is a big-time college basketball game. This is a top 5 basketball game on ESPN. And then in 2 weeks, we are going to get Virginia and, we are going to get, in 2 weeks, we are going to get Kentucky hosting the Tennessee Vols, the #1 Tennessee Volunteers, and probably Tennessee won today. So I bet that actually is happening. But I see here that the Pistons signed Wayne Ellington, and there is Ralph Sampson, the great Ralph Sampson. I believe he played for the Boston Celtics. And I hear that there is a big there's a big UFC fight tonight as well. There's also some football going on. But Ralph Sampson there, one of the great Virginia Cavaliers. So here we go. It is going to be fun. Or Zion Williamson at the free-throw line, and the first is good. You are a Broncos fan? Well, you are very lucky, sir, because you could be getting Drew Lock. And the Giants fans don't deserve Drew Lock one bit. They don't deserve him one iota. Second free throw is good. Zion pours 2 in. And it's a 24-13 game here for the Duke Blue Devils. They are out to a big-time lead, and I might have to adjust the score after the break. UVA up top, Kyle Guy down the lane with a dime. And the finish. A nice pass and finish. And Duke is up 9. Virginia trying to claw back here at Littlejohn, trying to get the crowd on their feet. The point guard for Duke dribbles it up and passes it to Zion on the baseline. Zion looking, will throw. Zion still looking, dumps it down low, and we get a little offensive foul on the Duke. A little foul. As it looks like RJ Barrett's arguing with the official. A little uppercut right to the noggin there from RJ Barrett. Down low, Mr. Huff with the finish. And UVA trying to come back 24-15. UVA, a team that usually has no offense whatsoever. Kyle Guy surveying. He's going to throw it to the post. A little jab step. Gets him in the air. Swings it around to the 3-ball in the air. No good. And leaked out, and Virginia gets an offensive board. Virginia with an offensive rebound. 8 minutes and change to go. Virginia getting rebounds here on the offensive glass. Virginia not doing much at all. UVA throws it away, and Zion has a breakaway. Zion to the hole. Doesn't even take a dribble. Mr. Williamson with a little George Gervin finger roll. What a dumb possession by Virginia. They're not passing the ball at all. They're holding the basketball too long, and they are not getting anything. Kyle Guido with a good feed down low, hook shot up and missing, no good, but a good possession by Virginia. Duke will push with 8 minutes and change to go. RJ Barrett on the side. Barrett to Zion. Zion out to Barrett for 3. You know it! RJ Barrett with a dagger. A big 3-pointer, 29-15. Duke takes a little lead. 29-15, RJ Barrett starting to feel it in Virginia. The Canadian teeing up some 3-balls. The Canadian with a little maple syrup for all of these Virginia fans. Down low goes Virginia. Shot is up, and shot is tipped in on the follow. 29-17, Virginia. I cannot confirm nor deny that report. And we get a little 3 seconds here. And it could be a little TV timeout on the floor. With your score, Duke 29, Virginia 17. And that is indeed correct, Mr. QC. Indeed. ass. The three-pointer is good, but tomorrow's Luis Perez Day. That's going to be even crazier. Why are there Jets fans talking about Eli Manning? Eli Manning has brought the New York Giants two of the greatest days in the history of our franchise's history. So, it's beautiful. Eli Manning's had a great career. The New York Jets are destined for shit. Jim Bob Cooter is not. He can't call plays at all in Detroit. There's a reason Detroit let him go, because the Detroit Lions, literally Matt Stafford sucked with Jim Bob Cooter, so then you hire Jim Bob Cooter to the New York Jets. Then the New York Jets decide, you know what? We should do? We should hire Dowell Loggins, who also sucked in Chicago, and we should have Greg Williams, who's the most... Greg Williams has no temper control, and we should pair a guy in Greg Williams who has no temper control with another guy in Adam Gase who's a sociopath, and then we should bring in Le'Veon Bell, because it's not like Jay Ajayi gave Adam Gase too much problems either. Woo! Just my 2 cents, though. I cannot wait for this Jets season, because I'll either have Crow or I'll be a champion. But JC loves Bob Cooter, and that's where me and him disagree. Me and JC disagree on a lot of things. He likes, I gotta have him on the show because he likes Case Keenum a lot. I dislike Case Keenum. He likes quarterbacks like he likes Deshaun Kaiser. He doesn't really like Deshaun Watson as much. He was right on a couple of things. Like he was right on Andrew Luck being better. He's right on mostly everything, and JC is very professional. You know, I'm going to be a little bit more raw, might be a little bit more emotional, give some hot takes. So, yeah, I cannot wait, though. 13 people in the chat. This is fun. Let me update the score. I'm going to try to update it. Okay. So, Virginia, I'm going to say Virginia has 16 right now. And Duke's doing well. Duke has, I'm going to say 27. So Duke's having a nice little lead. 27-16. There you guys go. The updated scoreboard is now intact. I don't have a job. That's why I'm able to do this. But this could be a job. Hopefully this will be a job, honestly. And the game is back on, and UVA has the basketball. UVA going down low, and they are scrapping away. And there is officially, it is 29-17. There is 7 minutes left in this basketball game. Okay. And Duke has the Virginia's going to have the ball underneath the basket. And Virginia will have it out top. 7 minutes to go. Virginia inside. Kicks it out to Jerome. Jerome surveying. Jerome will drive. Kyle Guy 3. No good. And rebounded by Duke. Duke clears. Duke will swing it inside to Zion. Zion out top. Good ball movement. Barrett a 3, and that is no good. Rebounded by Virginia. Virginia with a go-ahead pass and an oop, and it's no good. Very errant and erratic. Here comes the Duke Blue Devils, and we get a blocking foul on Ty Jerome. So Virginia tries a half-court alley-oop. They cannot attain that. And it looks like at this basketball game, we have LeBron James, we have Rajon Rondo in attendance looking at Zion Williamson. Very cool. LeBron didn't go to college, and LeBron also, by the way, is going to be playing in Philadelphia tomorrow. So he's going to be taking a flight from Charlottesville, Virginia, and he's going to be taking a flight to Philadelphia for the Sixers and the Lakers tomorrow. Kyle Guy around the corner. Ty Jerome inside, Ty to Kyle. Kyle on the run, no good, and a dunk is also no good. Had a chance at a dunk and no good. Duke up. Zion Williamson with the spin, goes through 3 defenders in short, rebounded by the Duke Blue Devils, and also Mr. It looks like Marquise Bolden was able to get the rebound, and Marquise Bolden was fouled, and he'll be going to the free throw line to shoot 2. The moderator wrench is able to help you, Douglas, kick out anybody that is inappropriate at any time. You don't want Le'Veon Bell. He's going to cause too many problems. But the Jets are too far gone, Douglas. I don't like the Jim Bob Cooter hire at all. Can't run the football one bit. So the Jets are too far gone. They're on their own anymore. Because when you hire Adam Gase, when you hire Greg Williams, you have Darnold, you have all these things that I really disagree with. You can't just insert one player and make it all better. I think the Jets made their own grave. But we'll see about Adam Gase. Kyle Guy dribbling up the floor. 31-17 is your score. Ty Jerome outside. Ty Jerome will get the basketball up top. Jerome will survey. Here comes Jerome crossing over. Jerome will throw, and it is incomplete, out of bounds with 4 seconds remaining. Really good defense by the Duke Blue Devils. Thank you, Sexy Good. I appreciate it. That's why I'm doing it. If you're the only guy watching, I'll probably still do it. Inbound pass. Hunter will rise and hit. A nice hit by DeAndre Hunter makes it a 12-point game in a half where Duke has dominated basketball here in Virginia. The ball is up and good D by Virginia. Virginia gets a hold as Kyle Guy throws it up, an errant shot by Duke. Virginia now will wait. Tony Bennett's team with the basketball. Could Tony Bennett land a huge win and it go a huge way towards winning the conference championship in the regular season? And we have cramps. We have a man down on the floor with cramps, and it looks like he is down and in pain, and we will get back to you. I believe we are going to stay here, but number 25 for the Virginia Cavaliers, let's see the replay. It looks like he actually got elbowed in the head by his own teammate on the play, and guess what? They brushed heads. Head-on-head crime. DeAndre Hunter, incidental contact, his own face nudges off of the other player's face. Landon Markham, man, congratulations on a nice win over Mississippi State today. The Mississippi State's a really good, basketball team, man. Ben Howland, they're getting it rolling in Starkville, I'll tell you that much. Kentucky Nation is in the house. Head-on-head crime. I believe that Reggie Miller is a good color commentator. I love my man. Who is the guy? Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan is one of my favorites. Mississippi State and Mami Ndugati from Guinea, Africa. He is going to take a seat on the bench. And yeah, Douglas, I always throw in the Southern accent. I wish I had a Southern accent. LSU with a really nice win over Auburn and Bruce Pearl. Auburn's had a really inconsistent year. I had really high expectations for the Auburn Tigers going into this basketball season. Brent Berry's not bad. I'll give you that, Marcos Levy. Iron Eagle's tremendous, and Jets fans will love Iron Eagle. Here, the game is back. Virginia out top. Virginia will bounce and look. A 3-ball from deep. He got it. Big shot, Ty Jerome from way out top. Duke pushing hard, and Duke will get fouled. But Ty Jerome with a launcher from about 30 feet out. The New York kid, Tyson Jerome, with a big-time 3-ball from the left hash. Beautiful shot by Ty Jerome. Doris Burke is very respected, and justifiably so. DeAndre Hunter now has 2 fouls. He'll take a seat. Duke holding 9. Duke down low. Oh! A great inbounds pass. Jack White with the finish. And Duke takes a 33-22 lead here. 4 minutes and change at Littlejohn. Virginia will swing around. Kyle Guy to Jerome on the side. Jerome will drive. Great D by Jack White. Jack White inside. Jerome. Kyle Guy throws an interception. And the ball is loose, though, on the floor. Virginia, with great transition defense, ends up tipping the basketball back to and it looks like it's going to be a tie-up. So Duke ended up getting a turnover. Okay, Duke turned the ball over at mid-floor. A scrum and a jump ball after Kyle Guy threw a very inadvertent pass. Right now, Duke is up 33-22. And let's take a little Kit Kat. RJ Barrett so far, stroking the long ball. As let's go to break. As Duke, 33, Virginia, 22. Troy Johnson is in the building. What's going on, Troy? Let's take a 33-22 little Kit Kat. So Duke right here, oh, just a text right here. 33-22. The UVA has 22. I might need to get a beer. I'm getting a little bit nervous doing this live stream. Not only am I getting nervous, but I also have to keep energy for another hour when I'd rather be taking a nap maybe. But you know what? I love doing play-by-play, and I love basketball. And this is a great old-fashioned basketball game at Littlejohn. Even LeBron James is at the game. Gritty Giant, thank you for asking how I am. And the answer to that question, Gritty Giant, is I am good. And Zion Williamson's looking really, really pretty sensational. RJ Barrett's having a great night, too. He's going to be the 2nd overall pick. RJ Barrett's carrying Duke right now, though. Kentucky will be a #1 seed in the tournament. I don't know. Let's look at the #1 seeds right now. You have Tennessee. So if Kentucky splits with Tennessee, you could have 2 SEC teams getting a #1 seed. I think Duke's going to have a #1 seed. And I think that Gonzaga, so I have Gonzaga, Duke, Tennessee, and Kentucky. But who's right outside? Let's look at the top 10. Why don't we? Let's look at the top college basketball top 10. I don't think that that Villanova or any team in the Big East is up for a #1 seed. Looking at the Big Ten, I think we have Michigan State. I think Michigan State is actually losing. I think Michigan State lost like a bunch of games. Michigan. Now Michigan got back on Wisconsin. Michigan got a nice win. So Michigan's a possibility for a 1 seed if they're able to win the Big Ten tournament. But the way that this is rolling, UNC, I also don't see them getting into the 1 range. So it is feasible that we could have 2 SEC teams getting the 1 seed. And I think it's all going to come down to Nashville. I believe the SEC championship is in Nashville this year. And if Tennessee and Kentucky are playing in the SEC championship in Nashville, whoever wins that tournament is going to be the #1 seed in the NCAA. It's going to be a #1 seed. And it is possible, if they play an epic championship game, that both teams are #1 seeds come tournament time. But I would say the winner, I believe they'll split. And I don't think Kentucky's beating Tennessee at Tennessee. Back to basketball. We have a 3 on the way from Jerome. No good. Skying for a board is UVA's number 2. UVA's number 2, Braxton Key, with a beautiful board. And we have Ty Jerome going along the baseline. Jerome gets 2. 9-point game here. Ty Jerome has 5 on the evening. Duke will dribble the ball up with 2 minutes and change left in this contest. Zion Williamson inside. Zion out. Zion will swing in a 3-ball. And that might be Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish. Camden, New Jersey made. Cam Reddish with a big-time 3-ball pushes the lead to 12. Let's see who will close the half strong. Kyle Guy wants one. Kyle's got it. Kyle Guy with a 3. Back-to-back jacks. And here we go down the stretch, the final 2 minutes of play. Zion Williamson backing in. RJ will try, and RJ's no good. Rebounded Virginia. Virginia looking to push. Virginia looking to close the half on a strong note. Kyle Guy was able to hit a 3 just moments ago. Ty Jerome inside. The look away. A 3-ball. Booyah! Kahee Clark from the left corner, and Virginia is on an 8-2 run, and it is 36-30. Duke's up by 6. Virginia back-to-back jacks, baby. Ho, baby. We're having fun at Little John. Woohoo! Woohoo! Woo, we are having fun at Little John. Thank you guys for tuning in to the stream. Is Hofstra good this year? I am not sure. Yeah, LeBron James always up to something no good. That is very true, because Zion Williamson, they're absolutely trying to recruit him, because Zion Williamson, he might end up going to Rock Nation with Kevin Durant and Jay-Z. That's what he should do. He should sign with Rock Nation instead of with Clutch Sports. Cushman Baseball Chat, how are you, my friend? Let's adjust the score. Do 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 do. Okay, and we are back. Zion out top. Zion will cross over. Zion inside. Slivering through and 1. Zion Williamson with a big and 1 pushes the lead up to 38-30. Duke Blue Devils. I might even do NBA games also. I'll go back in the chat and answer like five questions. At halftime, I could always do that, by the way. I believe I can. I'm not sure, though. Not sure. Kyle Guy with the basketball. Kyle Guy! Oh! Kyle Guy with a 3-ball. 39-33 Duke holding 6. And there's a loose ball on the ground. Duke picks it up, though. Zion Williamson with an and 1. I'd give it right back to Zion down low in the post. Zion's caught it by the 3-point line. Dumps it down low. And RJ Barrett throws it away. Throws it away. Virginia gets a turnover. 1 minute and change to go. RJ Barrett with an unforced error on that pass attempt. Kyle Guy starting to feel it. Starting to feel it at UVA. Kyle Guy with a big-time 3-ball. Ty Jerome and Kyle Guy. Here comes Virginia. Here comes Virginia. Guy still with the basketball. Kyle Guy's going to drive, and he's going to finish. Kyle Guy deciding that he wants to take over before this half is done. And Virginia's on an 11-3 run, and we're going to take this puppy right down to the last minute of play here. 20 seconds left. Duke will hold for one. An 11-3 run by Virginia allows Virginia to get back into the game. Zion Williamson along the sideline. Zion's going to eye it up. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Zion into the lane off of his leg. He lost the basketball. And with that, we're going to halftime. With the score, the Duke Blue Devils 39, the Virginia Cavaliers 35. Virginia closes on an 11-3 run. An 11-3 run. And this one is a high-scoring affair at Littlejohn. R.J. Barrett with a big first half. Zion Williamson in the action. And Ty Jerome and Kyle Guy with big closes to the half. So that'll do it for the one half. It is Virginia 35. The Duke Blue Devils 39. Christian, thank you. Whew. I got to relax on the call. For the second half, I got to go like 5. I was at like a 10 right there. I got to go it up to a 5 because I don't think anybody wants to be rocked the whole time. How far will the Cowboys go in the playoffs if they make the playoffs? I think the Dallas Cowboys, if they make the postseason, I think they're at least going to the NFC Championship. I think the Cowboys will go 12-4 next year. I think that in the division, they'll lose to the Eagles on the road. They'll sweep the Giants. And they'll sweep the Redskins, so they'll go 5-1 in the division. And the Cowboys will go 12-4, and they will have a first-round bye, and they will win that first-round bye. So they will get to the NFC Championship game, where they will probably play New Orleans or the San Francisco 49ers. It could be Niners and Cowboys. And I'm doing a live stream of Virginia Duke right now.
I just want to mention to you. Just real quick.
Why don't you whisper it?
You want to go to the Lakers game? I'm saying, if you want to go to the Lakers game, I'll get you a single ticket if you want.
I don't want to go.
Okay. No, but I'm just going to let you know.
I'm doing it. Are you going out soon?
Yeah. I'm not going to interrupt you.
Quiet.
Have a good stream.
Quiet. I don't want people learning about what we're doing. Sorry about that. Was just talking to somebody in my house. But it is halftime. So, listen. You know what I'm going to do since it's halftime? Going to take a little break. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little break here. Going to update the score. And then I'm going to be back for the second half. You guys can hang out. Guys can chat. And 39 for Duke. 35 for the Virginia Cavaliers. Virginia, they have 35. I'll do mostly college basketball. It's a perfect length for me as a broadcaster. Alrighty, there you go, guys. 39-35. Patriots for Life is in the chat. The entertainer will likely take over the chat. And I'm going to actually be going upstairs for a bit. Going to get some water, rest the voice up. And it's halftime. So, guys, enjoy this picture of the Wichita State. I'm not going to the Lakers game. Because my dad has tickets with his buddies. And so then he would just need to buy me a single seat. And I've also gone the last few evenings. I've gone to the Nuggets game, and I've gone to the Raptors. So it would be 3 Sixers games in a week. And I just want to chill. I want to watch the game at home. I maybe want to go to the gym. maybe go get a salad, a muscle milk. I want to go to my gym and be able to play basketball tomorrow. But I also want to be able to watch Luis Perez. I want to watch him play football, and I want to watch the Lakers game tomorrow. And I want to drink muscle milk. And so by me going to the Lakers game, that would sacrifice all of those incredible, incredible ideas. Why is there a Joe Namath in your basement? Because Joe Namath is the swaggiest NFL player to ever play football. Tyler, thanks for joining me. I love the Markelle Fultz trade. Fultz wasn't doing anything here. He was doing absolutely nothing here. Markelle Fultz, I'll tell you this right now. He can't shoot a lick. Markelle Fultz cannot shoot a lick. And Markelle Fultz was kind of annoying. He was a cheerleader on the end of the bench. His shoulder was all messed up. He was all psychologically screwed up. And basically, Markelle Fultz was a big headache. And so for the Sixers now with Tobias Harris, we have Harris, who's a really good player, who's better than Jimmy Butler. We have Jimmy Butler, who's a great fourth piece. I mean, Jimmy Butler plays tremendous defense. We're ready to win right now. We can't have any bullshit along this journey. And Markelle Fultz, all he represented was negativity. That this guy was the first overall pick, that the 76ers traded 2 spots and a first rounder. They swapped picks and a first rounder with the Boston Celtics when the Sixers could have had Jason Tatum. And instead they got a guy who could not shoot a basketball. They got a mentally weak individual. And I'm so happy he's gone. I don't think he's going to have a good career at all because he's only 6'4". He's not incredibly athletic. And Jonathan Simmons will help in the long run. And maybe on Orlando, Markelle can actually play. It's not a lot of pressure for him. So it could be a win-win situation because I don't hate Markelle Fultz as a person. And I hope Markelle Fultz has a successful career. I hope he has a lot of fun in Orlando. Orlando's a wonderful place. In fact, UCF Jaguar, it lives very close to Orlando. He lives in Jacksonville, which is about an hour outside of Orlando. And Markelle and can hang at UCF Jaguars' house, and they can talk about the Jaguars. So that's my answer to that question. Brian Colangelo was one of the worst general managers in the history of basketball. Even Sam Hinkie was better. First of all, Joe Namath had to do that. It was an NFL mandate that he did that. So it wasn't like he sold out the New York Jets by doing it. Now, it was really awkward. I would have tried my best to get out of it. Very, very sad state of affairs there. Meek Mill is more of a sellout than Joe Namath. Because Meek Mill did the Dreams and Nightmares song for the Eagles. And then Meek Mill was at the Patriots parade. He was singing and rapping at the Patriots parade with Robert Kraft. Just because Kraft's a nice guy, do you really have to do that, Meek Mill? I mean, that's unbelievable, man. I know. But I was so happy to see Meek Mill do that. I was so happy to see Meek Mill do that. Because all these Eagles people singing Meek Mill, singing Dreams and Nightmares. I love that he was with the Patriots and he was wearing champions and he was celebrating with the Patriots because yeah, that was fantastic. Zion and Mitch. Christian Jones. Mitch who? Mitch McGarry? When is my NFL mock draft? I'm not a good mock drafter, okay? I'm not good at I'm only good at mocking fantasy drafts. I'm good at mock talking to girls because I don't actually have to talk to girls, but I'm not good at a mock draft where it's 32 teams. Like, what am I going to say? The Seattle at the 20th pick is going to select Deontay Thompson from Alabama. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the heck the Green Bay Packers problems are. I don't watch a lot of Green Bay Packer football games. So am I going to say, oh, well, they need a defensive lineman? Do they need a cornerback? And then the Packers fans who actually watch are going to say, hey, Rover, no offense, you don't know shit about my team. I know a lot more than you. Why are you mocking a player in which we already have great players? And then you know what I would say to that? You're absolutely right. Thank you for educating me. So I could do a mock draft. I could do a mock draft. No, I could. But yeah, the great news about the top 10 is they all suck. Those teams are all dog shit programs, so it's so much easier to do the top 10 for the dog shit teams. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, the Arizona Cardinals need cornerbacks, they need defensive linemen, they need offensive linemen. So then we can say, yeah, they need it all. They need it all. Hey, listen, the Dallas Cowboys, if they get Deontay Thompson, it's over. It's over. But the good news about the Dallas Cowboys, Landon, for people that are not Landon in the chat, is that the Cowboys gave away their first-round pick to John Gruden for Amari Cooper, so y'all don't have a pick in the first round. Y'all don't have a pick in the first round. Y'all don't have a pick in the first round. I'm not drunk. I haven't had any alcohol today. I've had zero alcohol. I have Gatorade, water, a salad, a little Italian vinaigrette on that salad just with tomatoes. When I get a salad, I go to Salad Works. None of that fancy bullshit. And you know what I put on that damn salad? I go plain with lettuce, Italian vinaigrette, and tomatoes. And then I got this made lobster biscuit. It was unbelievable. They filled it up so large. It was 650 calories, but you know what? Screw it. And then I got two breads. I got two bread rolls. Those bread rolls at Salad Works are unbelievable bread rolls. They're just like Olive Garden. And I spread it with so much butter because you know what? I'm eating freaking salad. If I'm going to eat salad, I'm damn near going to throw butter all over that freaking shit. If I'm eating salad, I'm going to put 2 things of butter right on that bread, cancel it out. That's what I freaking do. That's what I do. Oh, Doug Last, you go to Chick-fil-A, you do not eat salad at Chick-fil-A. You eat a chicken sandwich with the pickle. That's what you do at Chick-fil-A, son. That's what you do at Chick-fil-A, son. Deontay Thompson going to the second round, he's a steal. He's a beast. He's a great competitor. He's from Texas. He's from the hills of Texas. And he is an alpha dog, an alpha male in every sense of the word. Can I do Kentucky versus basketball? Can I do Kentucky versus... Can I do Kentucky versus Tennessee? Maybe. I met Mike Dahm last year, by the way. Mike Dahm of South Dakota State. I met him. I met Mike Dahm in Philadelphia last year. Nicest guy in the world. Shoots it like this. Mike Dahm is a beast. I like Mike Dahm a lot. The Bear is in the chat. Listen, guys, gonna get some water. It's not easy doing this stuff for another hour. Let me get water, and you guys enjoy seeing the Wichita State basketball arena when nobody's in it, Charles Cook Arena. That's my default screen for a lock. Okay, I really want to go to Charles Cook Arena in Wichita, Kansas. That would be a dream come true. So in honor of the Wichita State Shockers, in honor of Charles Cook Arena and Charles Cook and Wichita, Kansas, I am going to put on the screen a Wichita State Shockers basketball arena picture. And I will be back with you guys in about 3 minutes because I need to hydrate and I need to kind of be to myself for a little bit before the second half's going to get started. You guys doing Bears while I was gone? I was hibernating. That's for sure. That's for showsy. For showsy. Got 10 people in here waiting for me to get back. How kind. Game's back on. Duke with a miss to start off the second half. I wish I bet on this freaking game. I wish I had money in my Bovada account so I could blow it all on the second half. Virginia with the basketball. A little pick and roll. Virginia inside is Hunter to Ty Jerome with a slip pass, and he had it and he bobbled it. And now he's not even able to draw a foul. Shot clock violation, ball in the air, it's no good, just as the horn sounded for the shot clock. Good defense by the Duke Blue Devils as they come back down the other end. RJ Barrett outside. Barrett inside to a slasher. What a freaking layup up the glass there. What a pretty shot. Pretty shot by Trey Jones. Trey Jones, he laminated in the air. He stayed in the air, and then he put that ball high off of the window for a little two. Kyle Guy, Ty Jerome, new Kyle Guy, and he gets two. So a really nice play by Ty Jerome. He dribbled underneath the basket, got it to Kyle Guy, and the floater from about 10 feet is good. Duke down the other end. RJ Barrett to Zion Williamson. A three ball on the way. Rattles home. It was halfway in, and then it rattled home. Cameron Reddish, the product of Chester, with a big-time three ball. 44-37. Virginia back with the basketball. Inside is Jerome. Off of the window. No. But he gets fouled en route to his basket. 18:05 to go. Duke is holding 7 on Virginia, 44-37. Thanks for them compliments. It is fun. Ty Jerome at the strike. Gets it to go. Little Ty Jerome action from New York City. 44-39. If he hits this one, which he does. 44-39, 18 and change. Duke with the ball. Duke swinging it around, taking their time on this particular possession. Duke will go down low. A hook shot. And he shuffled his feet. It's a travel. Good defense by Virginia. Good defense. 44-39. Mike Krzyzewski looks very plumb. His facial expression is redder than a pebble. And it's 44-39. Trying to be more like the entertainer. Very chaotic in the broadcast. Kyle Guy inside. Kyle Guy to DeAndre. 44-39. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Kyle's going to drive. Kyle's going to throw it in the traffic, and that's going to be a turnover by Kyle Guy as Duke's going to intercept the pass. Cameron Reddish from the left hash. Three ball. Kabullseye. Kaboom. Cameron Reddish with 2 threes in the second half. He's up to 14 points. Duke pushes the lead to 8. 16 minutes left. DeAndre Hunter up top, not doing anything. He'll drive, and now he'll go up to the basket. Very good defense by Duke, but he got a little handsy at the very end. He slapped him on the right arm, and that will be 2 shots for DeAndre Hunter, but that was a really good defense by Duke. Really good defense by the Duke Blue Devils. Chris Senior is in the Bear Pit. It's the Bear Pit, baby. So you want me to talk California Golden Bears basketball? Well, right now the Pac-12 is not that good at basketball. It's not. It's not the Conference of Champions, as Luke Walton likes to say. It's been the conference of nothing. It's the conference of mediocrity. It's the conference of absolute futility. That conference, nobody could care less about that conference unless you're gambling late. It looks like Washington's going to win that conference by default. But even the SEC has taken the place of the Pac-12 in the Pac-12 hierarchy. Yes, I got a haircut, but I showered before the stream. 3-ball on the way. No good. Inside is Cameron Reddish. How about Cameron? Cameron with 2 more. 49-31. 49-41. Duke with an 8-point lead. That was R.J. Barrett, excuse me, on the finish. Little step back by Kyle Guy's no good, and Zion will clear. Zion driving, no call on a possible charge. Out to a 3-point shooter who ducks in and misses the shot, but Duke's able to get an offensive rebound. Is that Cam Reddish? Cam Reddish! Another one! Another one for Cam Reddish! Cam Reddish hits a 3-ball. Cam Reddish is feeling it. That shot is so smooth. Cam Reddish is feeling it. 52-41 Duke. Big shot by Cameron Reddish there. Kabullseye, kaboom. Bullseye, baby. Well, you got to define good, Douglas. I would do that deal. Crew cuts look pretty good. Thank you, entertainer. Thanks so much for everything you do. Just feeling it. That shot is so... You think I'm on some kind of drug product? I am sorry about that. I don't want to be on a drug product. BVD! Hey, BVD, how are you, buddy? Let's see if your guys won today. Boy, I cannot wait until a week when y'all head to the University of Lexington, Kentucky. Are you going to that game, BVD? Because, oh, man. Yes, you guys beat Florida today. Screw Florida. But now that game is going to be the biggest game in Tennessee basketball history. And I haven't been watching Tennessee basketball for all that long. But next week, you guys got one more game versus Frank Martin in South Carolina at you got one more game at, where do you guys play basketball again? Where's your basketball arena? It is called Thompson Bowling, right? It's a nice little, silver arena that you guys have. It seats like 19,000 people there. And then y'all are going to be headed to Rupp Saturday night, 8 o'clock game, and that's going to probably be on ESPN. It's going to be freaking outrageous. Y'all are the best team in college basketball this year, man. Florida. Chris, you're from the West Coast, man. Why do you like the Florida Gators? Do you like Joakim Noah? Is that who you like? Do you like Joakim Noah? Do you like Corey Brewer? Do you like Chris Humphreys? I hated Joakim Noah. I hated Joakim Noah. I also hated Alfred Horford. I hated Al Horford when he played at Florida. Even Chandler Parsons with that Bieber haircut. I hated that Florida team. I hate Chris Humphreys. I hated Florida. Oh, game day is going to be at Rupp. Ooh. French players are soft. Who's even a French basketball player? Cam Reddish is shooting them threes. The scissors for the spoon. But, come on, BVD. You're the man. You're the man. You put your city on the back each and every day. Your dad's from South Beach. Oh, you know what? Y'all, Chris, you guys should go to the Super Bowl next year in South Beach, man. I know they're showing the no call again. This game is on ESPN for anybody that's not out here in attendance. Zion Williamson. already getting that star treatment. Tony Bennett is absolutely heated. And Tony Bennett's never been to a Final Four. As good of a coach as Tony Bennett has been, Tony Bennett's never been to a Final Four, ever, at his time at Virginia. As good as Tony Bennett and Virginia's been, and he's been dominant. He's changed the course of Virginia basketball. And I'd say he's probably a top 4 coach in America, Tony Bennett. Each and every year, their defense is incredible. That looked like a travel, didn't it? But it wasn't a travel. It was, in fact, a foul. And that's going to be a quick little... That was a quick little skirmish there, because now we go 94 feet with Jay Billis for ESPN viewers. And that was like a 1-minute little interlude, and now they're back to a commercial break. But when I'm on here with you guys, there is no such thing as a commercial break. Oh, let's go. I also saw Bronco Mendenhall at Bronco Mendenhall in Mobile, which was pretty cool. The UVA football coach. Tony Parker had that floater though, Doug. I mean, I don't know if you're going to go this far with this one, if you're going to insult Tony Parker, because he was one of the only point guards I really liked, because he never really had a shot. I actually don't think he's soft, because he would go in the lane a lot for floaters, for shots off the glass. I don't think Tony Parker was a soft basketball player. I think he was a good defender. He would always go inside in the lane and drive. So Rudy Gobert might be a French basketball player. Actually, I don't know what Gobert is, but yeah. What is The Hobbit anyway? It's kind of that's a little animation movie, The Hobbit. Lord of the Rings. Chris's favorite movie. Oh, man. To try to be a bear? A competitive eating coach? Getting pretty big. Thank you. You're watching in Norway. That is unbelievable, man. Thank you so much for coming into the stream. And your question is, who will be in the lottery for Zion Williamson? I believe it's going to be the New York Knicks, the Chicago Bulls. I believe the Knicks are going to win the lottery and the Chicago Bulls are going to come in second. But Zion Williamson's a complete beast. Zion Williamson's a beast. He's playing really well right now. Zion Williamson's game, his game reminds me of Sean Kemp, a little Blake Griffin. But he's a very good, like, lefty player. He's a guy that could be dominant, I think, in the NBA. I'm trying to figure who I'd compare Zion to in the NBA, like a big guy. Maybe like an Embiid, maybe a Rudy Gobert in terms of production. But he's just a massive freak, you know. He's a great athlete. He's really tough down low, and he's gonna get a lot of points off of missed shots. And he's a guy that hustles, you know. He's not one of these diva NBA players like an Andrew Wiggins where you don't even notice he's on the floor. There's some NBA players that take nights off, like Otto Porter, Andrew Wiggins, but Zion Williamson ain't one of those cats. I know he's not like Rudy Gobert, but I'm trying to think of who he's going to be better than in the NBA. I think Sean Kemp, I think Blake Griffin. I'm trying to think of big athletic dudes. A better shooter than Dwight Howard. He's a lefty, so Julius Randle, he has the same body type as Julius Randle, but he's a lot more explosive than Julius Randle. I think he's more athletic than Kevin. Kevin's more of a face-up guy. Game is back on, though. We'll talk about this at the break. Zion Williamson comparison. It's a puzzle piece that could take hours to divulge. Virginia with the basketball. Virginia. Curling inside. Kyle Guy up and good. Kyle Guy gets one off of the glass, and he gets an and one opportunity. 52-43. Let's update the tally. 52. So UVA has 43. I bet this game's going over because the first time that these teams met, it was a low-scoring game that went into the 60s. And we are back. Zion Williamson dribbling the ball out top. Zion will swing. Zion to R.J. Barrett. Barrett looks to pass and the ball gets stolen. Good play by Ty Jerome. And not a good play by R.J. Barrett trying to force it in traffic, although he did have a wide open cutter underneath the basket. Ooh, a big time hit by Cam Reddish on Kyle Guy. He just got decked. Cam Reddish there. Setting the screen. I think Cam Reddish is going to be a good NBA player. I like what I see out of this kid. This kid rises to the occasion. This is a big-time game. LeBron James is here. LeBron's there. Rajon Rondo is chilling. Notice that Lonzo Ball not chilling with LeBron at this game. But right now, Cam Reddish having one of the best games out of anybody in a Duke jersey. Ty's going to try a long three. That's left, no good. Great board by DeAndre Hunter, but he gets stripped. And here we go. Showtime for R.J. Barrett on the leak out. Duke takes a 10-point lead. A little showtime for R.J. Barrett. Look at those fast break point statistics. Duke has 13. Virginia has nothing. Down low we go. What a good take, but it's erased. Erased by Zion Williamson at the rim, and Virginia's going to get a foul on the other end as they stumble into the point guard. They stumbled right into the point guard at the other end of the floor. Trey Jones, Virginia, they stumbled into the point guard. But R.J. Barrett, 6'6" point guard. This guy at the next level, he can shoot, he can dish. That's going to be another discussion. Who does he remind you of? But here we go, backdoor. No good. And Virginia will clear. I think I'm thinking a little Michael Redd because he's a left-hander, but he's a point guard as well, so he's going to even be better than Michael Redd. And Michael Redd was a damn good player for the Milwaukee Bucks for a long time. Straightaway three ball, rattles home for Virginia. Big shot, big shot, big shot for Virginia. That is from Jay Huff. Jay Huff with a big-time shot, and it's a 7-point game at Littlejohn. Zion Williamson gets it along the baseline. He's going to go baseline. He actually gets blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds to Virginia. So good defense by Jay Huff. Good defense by Virginia. And we're going to take a timeout on the floor. A huge three-pointer by Jay Huff pushes the game to a 7-point ball game at Littlejohn. So it's 54 right now. 54-47. Duke holding just a 7-point advantage on the road. And this is a very quick timeout, guys. So the Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett conversation, it's going to have to be held at a TV timeout or at a big timeout because this is a 30-second timeout. So we're not going to be able to get into a lot of minutia because the game is going to be headed back on television soon. But I do want to say hi to some people in the chat real quick before the game gets going. The diehard Giants fan is in the crib saying, "What's up? How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend?" Oh, the entertainer. I wish you'd come back. Because the entertainer is able to really... He's unbelievable for the chat. Because everyone loves just talking to the tame dog. Ooh, a snap pass, though. Virginia gets 2. Oh, a little pass by Jay Huff. Jay Huff is balling out here. Jay Huff is able to find Braxton Key for 2. And it's a 5-point game. Let's see what Duke draws up here on offense. A little pick and roll. No, they go to Zion down low. Zion to Reddish. Swinging the ball around. Trey Jones. Trey Jones from the corner with a huge three-pointer. pushes the lead back from 5 to 8. Trey Jones with a big-time 3 in the corner. This is a heavyweight bout going down at Little John. A little Ty Jerome drive. He had a layup. He passes it off. And Kyle Guy misses a 3. And Duke is able to tip the rebound out to itself. So a missed opportunity for Virginia. Could have had a layup. Elected for an open 3. And they missed the 3. And now Duke goes down, drives into the lane. And Trey Jones is going to get fouled with Duke having an 8-point advantage. So Duke still holding 8. Duke controlling things. Virginia making it interesting. This is going to be a competitive one down to the wire. Will Duke hold off the Virginia Cavaliers? That is going to be the question. Little John is the arena. Oh no. Oh no. I've been saying Little John this whole time. But it's but you sir are actually correct. Oh my gosh, I'm getting the Johns confused. It's actually John Paul Jones at JPJ. That's what I got to call it. John Paul Jones Arena. And if we look at what John Paul Jones was, he was actually a guy who was born in Scotland. And John Paul Jones is a guy that was in the Revolutionary War. And he was actually a United States Revolutionary War hero. And that is why in Charlottesville, Virginia, they are giving John Paul Jones the honor of naming their arena after after a Revolutionary War hero. So that's the story of John Paul Jones. JPJ, baby. Stand up. So the way that I look at Zion Williamson, Zion Williamson in the NBA, I don't see DeMarcus Cousins. We got to get a high flyer that's a great athlete. I see a little Chris Bosh. I think Chris Bosh is a good comparison for him. But an even bigger and better Chris Bosh. And I think Chris Bosh is probably an NBA Hall of Famer. And then R.J. Barrett, Michael Redd's a very good comparison. There's been players like him in the past. I hope he's not a Michael Carter Williams at 6'6" point guard, because Michael Carter Williams was a big old bust because he couldn't shoot the long ball in the NBA and he couldn't control the pace. But I look at Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is probably the guy that I would compare Mr. R.J. Barrett to. 17 people are in the chat. It's a big time commercial break. I want to thank everybody for watching this game. Charles Barkley is a good comparison there. Steen. Charles Barkley is a good comparison. He's a big guy. He's good at rebounds. He's not blessed with incredible... Zion Williamson is 6'8". That's the thing about him. He plays like he's a 7-footer. But the guy is 6'8". Oh, BVD, feel free to stay. Feel free to go. It's a lot of fun doing play-by-play. It's great for future. It's great for... That's a huge shot there by Utah. But doing play-by-play is very good to try to show different things in the arsenal of the YouTube community. Thank you for reminding me, H. It's a 5-point ball. No, it's actually not. It is 11, I believe. Yeah. Duke is pushing this sucker out. So right now, Virginia has 49, but Duke has 59. $10-point ball game. At John Paul Jones. JPJ. BVD saved us again. Duke's going to come with a double. And they're going to lose the basketball. Looks like it's a lost ball out of bounds. Let's see who it's off of. It is off of Virginia. Duke with the basketball up 10. Trey Jones inside to Zion. Zion, a little travel. A little travel by Zion Williamson. A travel. $59-49, my friend. Thanks for coming by, H. Appreciate ya. A little slip screen. Look at this right here. Ty Jerome trying to go somewhere. Great defense by Duke. Duke is digging in and playing some D. Ty Jerome driving, kick out, contested 3, no. Great defense by Duke. Great defense. Because DeAndre Hunter there was contested along the baseline. Duke is digging in, and this is going to be a slugfest till the end. Trey Jones out top. Let's see if they do pick and roll with Zion Williamson, and they will. Zion sets the screen. R.J. Barrett gets a look for 3, and that is no good. Zion Williamson digs the rebound out, but Virginia is able to have it. Virginia on the run. Ty Jerome. Yes! Rattled in. Ty Jerome gets a 3 to rattle in. 7-point game. Good ball movement by Virginia there on that fast break. Zion will spin and lose the basketball, but Zion is able to get it back. Here's Trey Jones out top. Clock's winding down. Trey Jones slips the screen. What a play by Trey Jones. He was able to slip. He was able to slip a little double team action, and he was able to put in a little floater. What a big play by Trey Jones as the shot clock was winding down. Hunter a little out of control. Hunter gets it back, and that three-pointer that was attempted by Virginia's number 0 was a complete air ball. It was long and it was ugly. A long, ugly air ball by Virginia on a wide-open three-point look. Duke with the basketball. Duke lobbing it high in the air for Zion, and he's stripped. Great team defense by the Virginia Cavaliers. But the man who attempted that three-pointer has actually had a decent game, Khalid Clark. Khalid Clark just with an errant three-point shot just a few moments ago. But Clark's going to get it back. Let's see if Clark has a short-term memory after the air ball. Ty Jerome inside. Jerome off of the glass. Ty Jerome having a little bit of a game here in the second half. Ty Jerome. And Virginia within 7 of Duke. Duke's going to run a little flare-out pick and roll. Oh, and the roll man gets open. It's Bolden. And Bolden goes up, and Bolden is fouled by Jay Huff. H is probably a native, or Jay probably has access to John Paul Jones somehow. But yeah, this game with Duke man in town, I'm sure it's very, very pricey to go to this game. But the good news about if you're a fan of Virginia in the ACC is that there's a lot of good basketball teams that are in the ACC. You know, so you can go see Louisville. You can go see teams like Notre Dame. You can see teams like Miami, Florida State. You can see some really good teams in the ACC, man. North Carolina. Ooh, a missed free throw. Virginia. Oh, man. They could have had an offensive rebound at 62-54. 62-54, Duke is holding the lead. Duke, 62. Virginia, 54. And Duke is going to get fouled en route to the basket as R.J. Barrett. 8 minutes and change left in the contest. Thank you guys for watching the play-by-play. And the shot is good. from R.J. Barrett. Free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. 63-54, 8 minutes left. Duke holding a 9-point lead. Hunter out top. Hunter's going to go between the legs, not go anywhere. Great defense by Jack White. Hunter will dump it down. And a slam dunk by Virginia on a follow. A little follow-up jam as Braxton Key got into the lane. And Jack Salt was able to wound it away with a little salt. A little salt in the Jack Salt wound. 3 ball on the way. Hello! Hello! R.J. Barrett. 3 ball. 10-point lead. Big shot by Mr. R.J. Barrett. Pushes the lead to 10. Kyle Guy. Kyle Guy. Kyle Guy still looking around. The slip pass to the Salt Man. A little guy to a little Salt. Jack Salt with the flush. Virginia down 8. Let's see if they can get a stop and keep it rolling. As John Paul Jones is starting to get a little bit loud. Duke, R.J. Barrett, winding it back with 12 on the shot clock. Barrett to Cam Reddish. Reddish looking around. Nobody's got the ball. Reddish will heave it. No good. Great defense by Virginia. And it's an 8-point game. Let's see what they do. Can Virginia get a little momentum? Here we go with Ty Jerome out top. Big time possessions coming up in this game. 6 minutes left. And Duke is only up by 8. Duke, Virginia, slinging it around. Oh, he could have had a 3 ball. And the rebound is chased as Kyle Guy misses a 3 ball. Oh, man, he could have had a 3. But it was kind of a good contest by Duke. And Virginia misses a 3-point shot with Kyle Guy. Here's R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett winding around. Barrett out to Jones in rhythm. Off back iron, no good. Rebounded. And we got a little bit of a little feistiness underneath the basket. As it looks like Mr. Bolden. It looks like Mr. Bolden is getting into it with a little Ty Jerome. It looks like things are getting frisky and things are getting a little bit nasty in JPJ. As Virginia gets a foul call. Virginia gets a foul call on Mr. Delorier of Duke. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man, do they have a lot of firepower? The great Alan, they have a lot of firepower, my friend. But Virginia is a damn good college basketball team. And this is what is making a good game. So right now it's still an 8-point game. And it's still a hell of a game with Jack Salt and all these guys at Virginia. Salt, Kyle Guy, Ty Jerome, a little Kyrie Clark. But Duke has Trey Jones. They have Bolden. They have Zion. They have R.J. Barrett, Jack White. They have a lot of players as well. Not sure about the foul count, to be completely honest with you. Oh, that would have been smart if I was able to somehow put up the game log. But I'll tell you that answer right now. Let me tell you the answer to the question. I don't know what the second half foul count is. I don't know how I'm not able to get it. It sucks. I think Nevada might even be undefeated in the Western Athletic Conference. So Nevada, they have the Twins. I know that they have those long, lanky guys that are great players. And I know that they have those guys that are twins, and they're really good basketball players. Am I a Virginia fan? I'm just calling this game kind of trying to be from a neutral perspective. I like to call big-time college basketball games. My favorite college basketball team, I like Wichita State. I like Creighton. I like the Midwest teams. I love Loyola Chicago. I like the underdogs a lot. I live near Villanova, but I don't really have any dog in the fight between Virginia and Duke. And in this game, I'm rooting for Virginia to tighten this thing up so we see a great finish. And I do I respect the way Virginia plays the game of college basketball with great defense. And I actually feel bad for Virginia because of everything that fan base has had to go through with Elite Eight losses. And I also feel bad for Virginia fans because of last year being a part of history in a very negative fashion, losing to the 16 seed in the Baltimore, Maryland Golden Retrievers of the community of Baltimore, Maryland County. BMCC, Baltimore, Maryland Community College Retrievers. Whatever that team was called. Virginia lost to that basketball team last year. Let me get you a score update here. I think we have 58 for Virginia, and Duke, the Devils of Duke, they're going to have 66. There we go. Perfect. Little Caesars. Little Caesars? Is that a fast food place? The Tennessee Vols are still #1 in the country, yes. They beat South Carolina today. Tennessee. Tennessee over South Carolina. Or no, Tennessee? Tennessee beat Florida today, sorry. Tennessee beat Florida. They play South Carolina this Wednesday. Game's back on. 3-point shot. Yeah, that's good. 3-point shot. DeAndre Hunter. 5-point ball game. Duke with the basketball. Good Duke. Virginia trying to claw into this one. Zion. Great post position. And he gets 2, and it looked like a hoop and a horn, but it wasn't. It looks like Bolden with a big-time take. Big-time take by Bolden, man. I tell you, that was a huge, huge take. I think it was Marquise Bolden, and it was. He got great post position down on Jack Huff, Jay Huff, and good finish. Jay Huff inside. Good ball movement. DeAndre for 3. Zion says, no, sir. You cannot even attempt that 3. As Zion sends that ball into the 4th row, he swatted an open 3. The closing speed of Zion Williamson is absolutely absurd. Zion Williamson jumps from just outside of the foul line. One of the best blocks of the year in all of college basketball. And Duke is going to get a 24-second violation. As even King James and Rajon Rondo, even they're like, holy magoli, Zion Williamson is freaking incredible. That's what these guys are saying. They're saying, uh-oh, the Pelicans might have a deal with the New York Knicks for Anthony Davis. That's what they're thinking in their heads. LeBron and Rajon Rondo. They're thinking, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Could be a little trade. Seven-point game. Zion or RJ Barrett inside. They don't call a foul, but Zion's able to clean up the mess, and Zion puts it in to push the lead back up to 9. Virginia needs a bucket. They need 2 here. Obviously need 2. Let's see if they go inside. Let's see where they go to get a bucket. Jerome and Kyle Guy. Good ball movement. Let's draw up a play, but nothing's going on. And an air ball is shot. And they got to get it off. There's only 6 seconds left. Salt is fouled. Jack Salt. Good take by Jack Salt from the left baseline. Jack Salt gets a must-needed foul call, and when we come back, he'll be shooting 2 shots. 3 minutes and 37 seconds left in the contest. Duke, I'll tell you, that Bolden kid, Marquise Bolden and Zion Williamson down the stretch have been absolutely huge. Zion on the defensive and the offensive end. And for Virginia, I'm not sure Virginia is going to be able to score enough points to get back into this game with the way Duke's defending. The All-Star game for the NBA is, I believe, next weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina. Duke has 70. UVA has 61. Yes. Excited about the All-Star game, though. Been a good game. I've been impressed by Virginia's ability on the offensive end to actually get in the good sets and get shots. I mean, even though Virginia's going to lose this basketball game, at least they've done a good job getting in the sets and getting offense. So, you know, Virginia will have their chance at Duke in New York City. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. I think Talking Nonsense is on the 9 with Chris and the Bad Dog. I think Talking Nonsense is on the 9. And that is going to be fantastic. Yeah, I like RJ Barrett too. I think these guys are good players. I think Duke is probably the favorite Christian to win a national championship. But Tennessee is dangerous too. Primetime game in Lexington next week, but yeah, Duke's a good basketball team, man. Kentucky is right on the 2 line. I believe that it's amazing Virginia's only lost to Duke. That's incredible. So if that holds, then this could hold. Duke, I think. Who else did Duke lose to? What the heck was that free throw by Jack Salt? Jack Salt literally banked it off the top of the backboard on that free throw. That was a crazy free throw. Villanova, Marquette. That was another great game today. But Villanova's going to get Marquette back. I can't wait either. But I guess I can wait because I'm enjoying this basketball right now. Duke with the basketball. 3 minutes and change left, and they get a big bucket. Huge bucket by Trey Jones. 72-61. 3 minutes to go in the contest. And this looks like it's over. Ty Jerome hits 2. Still 2 minutes left. I'm not saying it's over, but there's a great likelihood that Duke is going to end up winning this game. With 2 minutes and 44 seconds left, Duke has a 9-point advantage in this contest. Duke will swing it down low to Zion. Zion will get hacked trying to do a reverse layup. Very good cut by Zion Williamson. And Mr. Jack Salt, I believe, fouls him. I believe that's the name of the player, is Jack Salt. It is Jack Salt. So Virginia has a lot of interesting names. They have Kyle Guy, they have Jay Huff, Jack Salt, and Ty Jerome. Zion is not able to convert the first free throw. He cannot hit the first free throw. There's a little TH pronunciation that I had to do there for that word. Zion's able to hit the second one though. 73-63, Virginia. Jerome carries it up. Jerome goes inside. Three-pointer by Jay, and it's good. Jay Huff with a three-point shot. Makes it a 7-point ball game. 2 minutes to go. You don't want to foul. Don't foul. Don't foul. Out top is Barrett. 12 seconds left in the shot clock. And they're going to go one-on-one. Here's RJ Barrett. RJ a step back. He misses the shot. And the rebound goes to Duke. Oh, man, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. I think Zion might have gotten that rebound. Cam Reddish doesn't take the shot. Cam will drive. Throws it to Zion, who finishes with a dunk. Zion Williamson from Cam Reddish. Oh, man, what a possession. Duke all but sealed it. Underneath, Duke's going to get a steal. Duke's going to get a steal. Virginia's going to foul. And Duke is up 9 with a minute to go in the contest. And this one is all but over. Zion Williamson with the finishing touches on what was an unbelievable basketball game at John Paul Jones. It was a really good basketball game. Virginia hung in there, but they were never able to get over the mountaintop. They weren't able to put stops together. As Zion Williamson, as Marquise Bolden, as RJ Barrett, as Cam Reddish, as Zion dives, and a miss. Virginia down the floor, a block, and it would have been showtime for Zion if all but for not a foul. And RJ and Zion embrace because they know that would have been showtime. John Paul Jones, a half-filled John Paul Jones full of Duke fans would have absolutely brought the house down. They would have brought the crib down if Zion was allowed to have a walk-off dunk. So the score right now is Duke 76 and Virginia 66. But let's see for this next free throw, because guess what? Mr. RJ Barrett might push this lead up to 77. But we remain at 76 as he's long on the second. So it's a 10-point game with a minute to go. A little Tiger, a little Kyle Guy hits a 3, so it's up. So it's a 7-point game. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. (76-69), Virginia. So Duke, probably not being favored. This is a big upset on the road for Duke. I think Virginia even played well offensively, but Duke shooting the ball from 3, RJ Barrett was too much. Cam Reddish really contributed in this game. Duke shooting the long ball. Duke was fantastic shooting the long ball today. Cam Reddish, RJ Barrett. I'll even give you some statistics today on from the box score that I'm able to access. I want to see Duke shooting the three-point shot today. Duke is a team from beyond the arc today. Let me tell you guys, Duke from beyond the arc. They are shooting the ball 61%. They have 13 three-pointers on 21 attempts. Points in the paint. I want to get points in the paint. Because I'm sure Duke is just absolutely dominating points in the paint too. Duke having a little bit of trouble here inbounding the basketball. But RJ Barrett's going to get fouled. And Virginia has 9 fouls, so one more puts Duke in the double bonus. But right now, it's a 7-point game, and he'll be going to the line for one more, not in the double bonus. Zion is pretty incredible, absolutely. RJ Barrett at the strike. RJ shooting 1-1. And he misses the shot. But Zion's able to get the rebound. Oh my gosh. Zion Williamson on a missed free throw. That could have been a huge possession for Tony Bennett in Virginia. And they could have had a much-needed possession, down by 7 with 54 seconds left. The dude misses the 1-1, and they don't block out Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson skies above everybody for that ball. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness of gracious. Trey Jones for 2 now. First one's up, and it rattles in. Trey Jones. Virginia only has 1 timeout. If Virginia misses this next shot, this could be ball game over. This could officially end it. Duke will press. Jerome up the floor. Jerome will throw to Hunter. Hunter will try a tough 3-point shot. Hits the back of the iron. And Duke's able to corral it. And will Virginia foul? Virginia is able to actually steal the ball without fouling. And let's see. Did Kyle Guy? Is it off a Guy or it's off a Duke? I think it's off a Duke. We shouldn't take time to review this. This game's just about over. 39 seconds left in this contest. Duke's going to end up winning this contest. And now are we going to get a timeout? Yeah, a timeout just to freaking review this call. That is completely almost inconsequential in actuality. I'll probably do these games maybe once a week. Twice a week. So this weekend I'm going to watch the Alliance American Football League. Alliance American Football Conference. See the Alliance American football schedule. Here's the schedule. Might be on right now. Virginia decides to trap. Zion gets it up the floor. And they'll foul. 2 games are going down. San Diego at San Antonio and Atlanta at Orlando. Zion at the line. Zion will miss. 78-69. Williamson's able to hit the second one. It's a 10-point ball game. Jerome gets 2. See if they foul. Timeout, Duke. Alrighty, guys, I'm probably gonna head out. This game's looking like it's a wrap. Looks like it's a freaking doozy. Computer getting low. I want to thank all y'all for hanging around, though. It was a fun stream with y'all. And God bless y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all very much. Take care.